Hi guys. How are you, Holly and Kara and Susan? How's everyone doing? Holly's podunk hobbies. All right, let me see here. I'm gonna share and tag people real quick, and then we'll get to the readings, and then we'll talk about rest and how it's crucial for maintaining your spiritual balance. I'm good. I'm doing good today. I've been maintaining a slower pace today because yesterday was a big day. There was just so much that I had to do. So thanks. I didn't even realize that the music had changed itself. That was news to me yesterday. Hey Amanda. Yeah, thank you. I'll get them tomorrow after school. I got me some Girl Scout cookies, y'all. I ordered them on the link, but for delivery instead, or like hand delivery instead of whatever, the Girl Scout delivery thing. Hi, Sonia. How are you? Right, appropriate topic for sure. They were like, I could not think of anything. Last night I was like trying to, but you guys saw how tired I was on the podcast. So I was good for nothing after that. And I was like, okay, I'll just do it tomorrow morning then. And then this morning came and I took a nap after I dropped off the kids. So after I took my nap, that's when it was given to me and I was like, oh yeah, that's appropriate. So yeah, I've been taking it easy today. Hi, Suzanne. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining. I'm doing the sharing real quick and then we'll hop in. Tired as hell today, Kara? Is it like, it's got to be just the energy. And we had a bunch of solar activity. So my neighbor's pulling up right now. How convenient. This truck is so loud. And then it's crushing in the ice right next to my house. Share to the group. Wait, I missed it. Awesome. Thank you, Suzanne. It is high vibe. It's been really nice. Okay. Almost done, guys. I'm going to need to get a new computer. This is so ridiculously slow, but we make do. Oh, hush, it's just the neighbor. If you guys heard Aurora, that was her half bark. She was just like, who's here? I ordered pizza tonight for dinner, and when she heard the pizza person pull up, she was like waddling her little fat ass down the hallway. And I was like, get back in here. She turned around and looked at me. I was like, get in here. So I shut her in my bedroom so that she didn't like hop on him. She's little tiny. She only stands like 2 feet tall when she does hop, but she's my little fat sausage girl. And she feels like, queen bee of the house now that she's the only dog. So, yeah, she's cool. All right, there we go. Finally, oh, group. I gotta share it to the group. There it is. Crikey. Almost done, guys. Sharing it to the group real quick. Hi, Catherine. Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Well, then I'll just cancel that then. Thank you, Kara. You're the best. Okay, now I'm just gonna set it to where weirdos can't comment and beloveds can't bother us. Hi, Anna. Why isn't it giving me the option? Here we go. All right, knocking out the beloveds and done. Okay. Took long enough. Took 6.5 minutes. I gotta start computer shopping. This is a redonkulous. Okay. Is everyone else feeling tired today, or is it just me and Kara? Because I was thinking it was probably just me from yesterday. Mid-April, big solar flare, knocking out lights for 3 days. Just stay calm, go with the flow, no panic. Just write it out. Store some water. It's good to be prepared, Susan. It's always good to be prepared, you know, having like a week's worth at least of everything that you need under any circumstances. But okay, let's see. Are we ready, guys? You want me to get my shit together? Okay. Okay, so bottom of the deck, King of Swords in the reverse. Hi, Corey. I know, I'm so proud of you. I know you're probably going to go to bed soon anyway, but thanks for popping in. We have King of Swords showing up in the reverse. This is that wounded masculine energy. Five of Pentacles right behind that. And Three of Swords in the reverse right behind that. Okay. Hierophant reverse also. Crikey. Okay. And Four of Pentacles. So what this is telling me, basically, whether this is you or another person, someone is acting out of that wounded masculine energy, you know, on the defensive, or just constantly trying to provoke or cause some kind of Five of Pentacles energy, cause you to, you know, step out of your confidence, out of your authenticity, possibly being with someone close to you. This could be, you know, verbal abuse from a partner, a friend, a family member, whatever it is. It's causing you to finally close out some kind of a healing cycle with that Three of Swords in the reverse, because in the upright, it's talking about that pain and the process of the healing, but it's showing up in the reverse. So this is nothing that you haven't handled before, but that residue, right? The residual energy that I talk about all the time, the Hierophant in the reverse, this is breaking that cycle. Okay. This could be also breaking tradition. Like if this was like an abusive partner or something and no one in your family had ever divorced anyone, because everyone's supposed to stay married to their abusers until they finally die and then they go to heaven. Hi, Princess. This is you breaking that cycle or breaking that pattern, breaking that tradition, whatever it means for you. Four of Pentacles, this is holding on to what you have. Perhaps also being mindful of your spending at this time. Someone could be saving up so that they can make a change, or you could be saving up because start your own business is also on the bottom of the deck over here. So you could be saving your money or doing research, gathering resources, whether that's information, funding, whatever it is. This is you doing the work. But if you are entertaining the idea of partnering up with someone, use your discernment, especially if they exhibit kind of that wounded masculine energy that people will like show you glimpses of who they are. So if you're catching someone saying something off key or just doesn't really sit right with you, listen to that, pay attention to it. And unless it feels like all in, yes, this is the opportunity for me, then just kind of keep to yourself, you know, keep your cards close to your chest, like with that Four of Pentacles, because it could be someone who's coming in to sabotage or to use or, you know, anything like that. This could also be you breaking away from those patterns of these self-sabotaging thoughts that are preventing you from starting your own business or, you know, starting your own path. It doesn't have to be starting a business in particular. It could be just a new path. Create. We have all been going through this energy of Year of the Snake, right? Shedding the things that don't serve us, that may have been very good connections at one time or a very positive cycle for you to be able to learn, to grow in your skills, your abilities. My kids are yelling in the bathroom. Lucian's in the bath and he's yelling to his brothers. Sorry, guys. So you're shedding all of these self-sabotaging behaviors or thought patterns or beliefs about your self-worth. So you've been working on that. You've been trusting that. So create, getting into that joyful energy like we've been talking about the past few days, is doing things that bring you joy and making room for that in your everyday. Because the more you feel joyful, the higher your frequency will rise. The more you will start to see clearly the situations that you know, that sap you of your energy. Okay, say for what you want. So this is you conserving that energy, you deciding your own worth and going after what it is that you want, not allowing any kind of thoughts or self-sabotaging behaviors or even people to hinder you, because you're focused on what you do want. So these things are just naturally going to fall away as you focus more and more on what you want and start to, you know, refine it. Or it's like you're fine tuning the picture. Like you can see it, but it's kind of blurry. So I don't know what that's called, like with cameras, like adjusting the focus to sharpen the image. There we go. To sharpen the image. Um, so you might need to break up with a person, a situation, thought patterns, whatever it is. It's time for your new beginning. Okay. New beginning. They want a new beginning. It could be someone coming in. Again, use your discernment and cleanse and clear those energies that you no longer want. Because just like that meme that I posted yesterday, it's like the universe will offer you something again to see if you're still a dumbass. I usually say it'll come back around and, you know, see if you want to choose that or if you want to choose something better. But, you know, let's just be blunt about it to see if you're still a dumbass. So you could have things that are coming back around, being mindful that Mercury is about to go retrograde. Pre-shadow is about to hit us. It is about to descend upon us. Hey, Chris. What's up, man? So be mindful of opportunities that are coming around. It could be something coming back around and it's just a shit sandwich that's sparkled in glitter. Okay. So let these things leave your life. End these situations, these partnerships, these thought patterns, whatever it is that you've been co-creating with, whatever energy, and that could be, energy is everything. Okay. That could be thoughts, that could be people, situations, jobs, whatever it is. You are meant to cleanse these things from your life because you have new love entering your life, or a new cycle that's going to be fulfilling, because it's the heart space. It's not just romantic love. But again, you could have a new romantic love coming in the picture for you. You need to cultivate you time though. That self-love. I know I have a, where is it? I saw some kind of card about self-love here. I thought, I did. This love is unconditional. This is self-love. Okay. You have to unconditionally love yourself before you can also attract a partner who unconditionally loves themselves. Okay. Someone who is accountable for their part. They are reciprocal. You have to really get to know yourself. You really have to review those boundaries, see if you need to raise them or if they're more like you're walling yourself off from the outside world. Um, it's time to, they're like getting to the nitty gritty of things, get to the nitty gritty. You might have to go through some grit and muck, but they're likening it to polishing stones, polishing crystals. It has to go like a rock tumbler. There's first you start with the coarser grit, and then you go to more of a medium, and then down to a fine grit before it's completely finished being polished. So this is just your polishing process. You have to go through the grit before you can shine, is what they're saying. Suppressed emotions need a healthy outlet. So as you're going through this grit, as you're going through the polishing phase, you're still rough, you're still tumbling in the grit. Okay, we get it. But you are being shined, you are being refined, your inner beauty is being brought to the surface in a way that can be more appreciated. Because when you polish stone, I love raw stones though, but when you polish a stone, they look much different than they do in their raw form. And you can actually see all of the intricacies and all of every single piece is an individual. So that's what I really love about crystals. If you need some crystals, dosharocks.com. But suppressed emotions need a healthy outlet, so these things are going to start to come up as you're being polished, as you're going through the grit. But you need to be able to harness those emotions. You can't just attack anyone who comes across your path because you have this inner turmoil and you don't really have someone outside of you to blame. So you're lashing out and attacking at everyone. Sandpaper hurts your bum bum. That's why I don't use Scott toilet paper. um, anyway, thanks, Steph. Hi. um, the grit, it's going to come up. You need to be able to channel, harness these emotions, transmute them, work with them. You have to alchemize these things. Okay, so as they're coming up, you need to deal with them in the moment in the most healthy way. Think to yourself, I'm experiencing heightened emotion right now, whatever it is, anger, sadness, betrayal, whatever, loss. Allow it to come up and say, okay, um, how do I really feel about this emotion? Is this stemming from a place of truth? Is this stemming from a place of fear? Um, so sitting with it and understanding it, you need to get to understand these emotions, where they stem from, and be able to make that conscious decision. Okay, this is my emotion, I'm feeling this is valid. um, I know that there is a more balanced way of expressing this emotion. So ask yourself, what would help me to express this emotion in this moment? And everyone's answer is going to be different. It's probably going to urge you to either go take a chill pill for like 10-20 minutes, meditate, seclude yourself, just get quiet and be able to cry or scream or whatever it is that you want to do. Start going to a kickboxing class or something, take up martial arts. It's a really healthy outlet for that frustration, and it actually does help you to balance your mind and maintain that harmony within and without, for whoever that's for. Oh, okay, I get it. Organize your life right next to that emotions card. So these emotions that are surfacing are helping you to be able to organize your life, to be able to alchemize and transmute these things, integrate these things, and choose better behaviors, choose better um, actions in the moment. Because I know it might feel really good to punch that person in the face, or a politician, whatever. Yes, Steph. Hi, Ariana. Thanks for joining us. But grown-ass adults can't just go around doing that, or else it lands us in jail or something, so thinking, yeah, it would feel really good to punch this person in the face, or to flip out on this person and beat them with common sense or whatever. It would be much easier for me emotionally, physically, because that adrenaline gets flowing. You start getting out of character. So what's the best behavior or the best thing that I can do in this moment to help express this energy, but also that's not going to, sow a seed that of a harvest I do not want to reap. Okay. So it's helping you. These things are helping you to organize, to um, refine your experience, to heal and integrate. Spiritual protection. You always are spiritually protected. And just because you're led through these situations, that's grit, that's uncomfortable, it hurts, it sucks, it is spiritual protection in itself, because you're learning a valuable lesson in this way that, yeah, you could have learned it in a much more harsh, more difficult way, but you're learning it in this way because this is what makes sense for you in this timeline, in this life experience. So think about things differently and appreciate even these abrasive moments, because they are protecting you. They are giving you the skills that you will need later on, because you are spirit. We are all spirit. That's all there is. We just have these, flesh vessels for now, but even those are mostly made up of like water and space. So thinking about things differently, shifting the way that your mind works, especially in times of heightened emotions or heightened stress that won't catch it. Yeah. What's the best thing I can do right now that I won't catch a charge for? Precisely. Okay. That's adulting, right? That's growth. Hashtag growth. I love you guys. You're so fun. Huge manifestations are coming. You don't go through the thick of it without a reward at the end of the road, right? Huge manifestations are coming. Money is coming. It's right next to organize your life. So once you get your thoughts, your emotions, everything aligned with what you want, then that's when it opens the floodgates. That's when your energy is in that divine feminine, open to receive, and the divine masculine seizing those opportunities as they come through. So the money is coming, these huge manifestations are coming, but you have to cut the fat. Okay, you're being used by them. They're causing issues, family issues maybe. Don't settle for temporary happiness. Okay, the ship might be breaking apart. Your whole life might be crashing down around you, but just trust. Okay, trust how this plays out and stay authentic to who you truly are, because guess what, baby? Poetic justice. You will win the court case. Okay, whether it's a court case or just a situation, you're going to come out on top. Ooh, I like it. Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps toward making your dreams come true with the fairies. Don't get caught. That's the secret. For real stuff. That's the true secret there. Wish wisely. So your manifestations are coming. These huge manifestations, all the money, the abundance. It doesn't just have to be money. It can be an abundance of whatever, whatever you're looking for, whatever it is that you are working on manifesting into your life. Music. What do I say? Shake your ass in the bread aisle. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. So listen to music, dance, shake your ass, get into that lighthearted energy. That is the openness. That is the creative flow. That is where you want to be for your manifestations. All you have to do is harness that energy. Just as you learn to harness these intense emotions, you can also, once you learn that, the shadow, aspect of that, you can apply it to the light one too. That is how you manifest. So understanding the contrast, the darker parts of that, and having to work with energy in that way, you can apply it to the light aspects as well, because yin and yang, everything in balance, light and dark and light, right? Celebrate. Listen to music, get lighthearted, celebrate your manifestations as if they are already in fruition at this time. Okay, celebrate them, because when you're celebrating them, you're open to that energy. You're already celebrating that you have the energy in your life. So in the quantum realm, it's already done. It's going to tangibilize. That's how our world works. That's how it truly works, not what they've been telling us. You have to work your ass off and be a slave from the moment that you're able to work and make money until your dying day. Light, The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. Just think, you're practicing your skills in the dark. Once you apply those to the light, you are limitless. You're already a limitless creator, but the realization of that comes after you've mastered that darkness, because that's the difficult part. Once you've knocked that part out, there's nothing weighing down that light, so it's able to, instantaneously manifest at that time. Transformation, right under that, I'm not going to pull it out and read the whole card. You understand what transformation is. We've been getting a lot of that lately. Cycle of renewal. Set your consciousness free. Know that as you're mastering these skills in the darkness, or in these lower frequency situations, or healing through your traumas, your triggers, all of these things, you're setting yourself free, and you are renewing your energy, because once you release these weights to your energy, it floats. You become lighter. And as you become lighter, you become more open to creating. What can I create? The possibilities, that childlike wonderment, you're getting back into that energy. So this is a cycle of renewal. See it that way. See from that different perspective, wherever that card went. There's a whole stack of them that came out of that deck. Whatever. You guys saw it. So seeing things from that different perspective transforms that light, that energy. And we have life energy showing up also, one of the cards that actually did come out of the fairy deck. You are light energy. You are bringing the light to the darkness. Even though you're in the darkness doesn't mean you are darkness. It just means that you are the light in the darkness for now. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. Again, this is bringing light to the shadows, what we've been talking about, and bringing your light, your conscious awareness, that is the light, your consciousness. Bringing your consciousness to these areas helps you to be able to heal and integrate those things. The glow of individuality. You are light, right? That life energy fairy reminds me of you, Suzanne. The little sunshine fairy. The glow of individuality. Adjust your life to own your spark. Don't adjust yourself to match anyone else's ideas of what you should be or of who you are. Be your authentic self no matter what. It doesn't matter if people are going to like it or not. Being your authentic self, being the light for others, no matter who tries to stuff it down, is what's needed right now. That is your life force energy. That is creation of your new beginning. Okay, you need to share your light, but you have to embody your individuality before it can ever be recognized. Because your soul tribe finds you by your own authentic soul song, your own authentic frequency, right? And if you're not playing at that authentic frequency, you're playing lower notes because you don't want to, you're too afraid to embody that authentic frequency. None of your soul tribe are going to be able to really find you, because you don't sound like you always do, the way that they know you. And on a conscious, like, human being awareness, like, they won't see your posts, or they'll be like, yeah, and then they'll just like go somewhere else, or they won't even see you walking past them in public. Or if you meet them at a party, they'll be like, oh, I've got other stuff to do. I'm going to go over here and talk to these people, because they don't resonate with your frequency, because you're not being authentic. They can't take a joke. So, new beginnings. This fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby, because it's your chance to share. A chance to share comes out. Sharing your authenticity. That means pursuing your passions, doing what lights you up. That means projecting your light out to your external circumstances, sharing that. You never know whose life you're going to impact, even just by cracking a smile at a stranger in public, okay? You never, ever, ever know how much impact you truly have on a person, okay? Authentic connection deepens love, healing, and understanding. So that authentic connection to your higher self, to the highest version of you, embodying that in every moment possible is what creates new beginnings in your life. Because if you're embodying your highest frequency, there's no room in your auric field for doubt, for fear, for, grief or envy or anything like that. So just being yourself and sharing that with your pure intention is what's manifesting this abundance for you. It's why you're winning. Okay? Because authenticity, baby. It's all over the reading. Every single deck that I've used so far has talked about authenticity in some way. So using your pure intention, your pure authentic frequency, and projecting that, because humans project. We know that. We say, oh, you're projecting if they're saying something negative about you or, anything like that. But we're projectors, okay? We can project that negativity, or we can project our light, our kindness, our humanity, okay? So strive for clarity, stretch to reach your dreams with that pure intention, with that authenticity, with that clear vision now, because you're not trying to be everything that you are not. You're reaching for the stars. You're going to ground those down to the physical realm. Choose a new path. Okay? It's time for you to choose the path that you were always meant to walk. Take that first step. Reflect on your authenticity. Again, authenticity. Your core truths are in the depths of your being. Your core truths, no one else's, yours, are in the depth of your being. Don't be afraid to go there. It's just water. You guys know water? Chico, right? Business trip. This could be you traveling in the near future, or this could just be you needing to take a break, change up your routine, whether that's work and business or in other sectors of your life, doesn't matter. You need to get a break from the mundane. Ace of Swords showing up for us in the reverse. This is a lack of clarity, a lack of truth. So you might be experiencing some type of an issue with a project, a situation, a person, whatever. And it's because you're not seeing things clearly. You're too focused on the problem itself to be able to be open to seeing a solution. But taking that break, taking a step back for a minute, even if it's going on a business trip or changing up your routine. Like I said, happy family, choose joy. Choose joy. So do things that you enjoy. Take that break, take a step back from it, and then you'll be able to easier see those solutions. They will start to become more clear for you. And this is what helps you to move forward. We've got the Chariot card. So everything's about to move forward in a big way because you have mastered everything, because everything that you've experienced up to this point has trained you for what you're doing now. And you've been able to tame those inner demons, to tame, the lion, tame the beast within. And you found strength and courage in the act of doing that, where perhaps before you may have only seen things to fear. So that in itself is unconditional love. Money is coming, so organize your life, okay? The manifestations are coming. You're just going through the grit and the grime so that it can polish you to be even more beautiful, sparkly, and shiny than before. So let go of anything that's hindering you, bad habits, balance your routine if you need to, get rid of those insecurities, okay? And get ready to step into one of the most beautiful phases of your life. Love you. That didn't take very long. Golden Girls. I just finished the seasons of Golden Girls today. Again, keep going. You're almost there. I picked up the deck, and that's the only card that was left on the table. So we're talking about rest and how it is important for maintaining your spiritual balance. It's important for maintaining everything. And I know that, and then I still will go through these times where I don't know that they can really be avoided, you know, whenever you just get really busy out of nowhere. And there's so much to handle at once. Thank you, Anna. Oh, I'm glad it resonates for you. Thank you, guys. So there are times where we can't really avoid taking so much on at once, but we need to also remember to set time aside so that we can rest and recharge. Mental breaks, you know, trying to schedule in little 10-20 minute mental breaks uh, between all of everything that you're trying to do is helpful to maintain your sanity. And if you get overstimulated like me, it's important. It really is. I feel like I have like a hair crossing over my eyelid right there, just under my eyebrow. Thanks, guys. So yeah, whenever you're overstimulated, that mental energy, you know, is overworking itself, and that also usually stimulates some kind of emotions. So it turns you into kind of like, hey, Cassandra, thanks for joining us, love. So, you know, it gets you out of balance mentally, emotionally, and then we all know what happens whenever we start to get in that overworked energy. When we're not in balance, we start to manifest like stubbing your toe or dropping things. Like the other day, I think it was yesterday. It was yesterday. It was when I was trying to get everything done when I got home from town so that I could set up for the podcast, and I kept dropping my phone. And I was just like, fuck. I just screamed really good once, and I was like, okay, whew, I feel better. Picked up my phone and went about my business, because I have to, you know, it's like a pressure cooker. You have to let some of that steam out before, you know, you implode. So that was my way of doing it in the moment, and it really helped. Scared the dog though. She ran under the bed and hid. But, you know, whatever you can do in any moment to kind of vent, yeah, to vent that emotion, or to just, you know, take the top off of it, at least, I don't know, before you boil over. I know the last episode got me too. I didn't like the Golden Palace one either. Sometimes you scream while you're driving, Ariana. That is helpful. You know, you might look like a crazy person, but who cares? Maybe somebody will laugh at you and it made their day, you know, or maybe it gave someone else the idea like, oh, I'm super stressed right now, and that person was screaming in their car. That looks like fun. Let's get some of this emotion out. So you never know who you're going to impact, right? Even if you never even speak to them. So, yeah, that's helpful, but that would be venting anger, you know. But even like yesterday, between everything that I was doing, I would take a seat and like sit for 5 minutes and just breathe. I have to do that a lot to maintain, you know, balance, because I get so overwhelmed. ADHD is it's easy to get overwhelmed. So I have to mentally sit myself down for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and do some breath work so that I can maintain that balance and get to the next task that I need to do. So resting, even if it's for 5 or 10 minutes in between tasks, I don't care if you're at work, you can, even if you're not a smoker, take a cigarette break. Just say, I'm taking my smoke break. I get a 10-minute break every 2 hours. This is my break. And go and sit quietly, or go and scream outside or something, or in the bathroom. I don't care. But you need to give yourself those little bits, even during high stress or high busy cycles, where you're able to just breathe, ground yourself, maintain that balance. And then, you know, like yesterday, I was busy from the minute I woke up until after the podcast, and I was just so exhausted. Today, I didn't do much of anything. I did get a few things done, but I wasn't trying to overwork myself today. I was just like, ugh, no, I need to chill today, because I know my body. And if I push it, then my body will get sick. I put a sign that says I'm in a meeting and close the door. I love that, Angela. That's so awesome. Yeah. Get a do not disturb sign for your office door or something. Am I available this evening for an hour? Honey, if you want to schedule an appointment with me, you can do that on my website. Same day readings cost quite a bit more just for having to rearrange things around, but I do not have time this evening, dear. Okay, well, why don't you email me through my website and we can work something out, okay, on at a time where you're able to. Yeah, that's true, Steph. Good thing I'm not a cigarette smoker. Oh, hey, Masuki. And Matt, I think I saw Matt right there before somewhere. Where'd you go? Oh, hey, April. Dang, these comments went fast. I was missing a bunch of them. Did I see Matt? Because I didn't see his comment right there, but I could have swore that I saw a comment from him. I don't know. So we as humans, it doesn't matter where we're from. We're all from different parts of this plane. There's quite a few of you in countries outside of the US and actually quite a few of you within the US, but it doesn't matter where you're from. We are always conditioned to be productive, right? Some countries are less, they're more lax about it, but there's always an expectation of people to be productive in some way, to contribute in some way. And usually, especially, those enslaved in the US are made to think that if you're not doing something constantly, if you're not productive, if you're not doing, 40 hours a week plus, because that's any full-time worker knows that they usually don't only satisfy 40 hours a week. They usually are working overtime as well, or working the jobs of like 5 people all on their own. So we have, as societies, been forced into this belief that we have to be productive. We have to always be doing something. If we're sitting on our asses, then we're being lazy. And that's absolutely untrue. We need to recondition ourselves to know our bodies, to listen to our bodies, because that's why, there are many factors contributing to illness on the planet at this time, especially within the US, with our food banned in so many different countries. But we need to remember that our connection to ourselves is the most important. Yes, we need to make money to be able to function in this current society the way it is. I get it. But more and more people are waking up to the fact that, oh, I can do what I enjoy. I can create things that I love to create and actually make a living off doing this too. Oh, wow, I can make a better living off of this than I would, working a 9 to 5 or whatever it is. So more people are becoming creators on like TikTok and stuff and getting like huge followings, and they don't do a whole lot of work. They just make a few videos every day. And it is work, trust me. Making videos or like editing, it's not my favorite thing to do, which is why I don't do it a lot. I need to, and Steph reminded me last night that I also need to do that for reels and for shorts. So look out for those. I will be posting those soon to Facebook and YouTube, probably TikTok too. But you guys are so sweet to each other. I love seeing you guys mingling in the comments. Wait, huh? Henry Ford and his 9 to 5 BS. Yeah, for real. Screw Henry Ford, man. But that's, that is the society of slavery that they've created, that we are actually breaking down by being creators, by creating content that we're passionate about, or by creating goods that we're passionate about, artwork in any form. That's why more people are starting to do that more, from the probably not Gen X, probably like millennial and forward is where it's mostly, collectively those generations started doing more of what they're passionate about and kind of rebelling against the system itself. But there's in all age groups, there's the volunteers and all of that. So it's not 100% accurate. I'm not saying that those generations are the only ones creating. So please don't take it that way. Oh, good, Masuki. I'm glad it resonated with you, honey. It's so nice to have you here. See your beautiful face in here. But they don't want us to live our passion, live our joy, because we start coming online. We start to wake up to the truth of who we really are, to our true worth and value. And it's an act of rebellion in and of itself to experience joy in every day nowadays. Think about that. Like, being joyful is now an act of rebellion. What? How is that right? How is that a functional, structured, collaborative society? It's not. So make your life an act of rebellion by being joyful in every moment that you can possibly find joy. And take a breather, take a rest, take a vacation if you need to. If it's something that you're able to do right now. Not everyone's able to do that. I understand that because of wages and the way that the economy is right now. But you don't have to take a vacation out of the area. You can go on a day drive. You can go spend time at a park or even in your front yard, if you have one. Not everyone has a yard, but there are things that you can do. You can get out, you can go for walks in your neighborhood, go on little nature walks. If you live somewhere like me, I've got mountains and all kinds of stuff around me, so I could go on foraging adventures. There's like mushrooms and asparagus and all kinds of things that grow wild here. So yeah, a staycation. You can even stay in your home and just make yourself a big old pillow fort, get some popcorn, play some kid movies that you used to enjoy, or any movies really, but do something that causes you to feel joy. And every moment that you can squeeze some of that in, it makes life feel a little less heavy, right? And the more you do that, and the more you get into this cycle of joy, rest, also work, right? Because Capricorn, I'm 100% about work, but I enjoy work. Most of the time. I do enjoy my work. So that's what we're supposed to be doing. So start doing more of what you enjoy every day, and maybe you'll get inspired. Maybe you'll start opening up to these other talents and ideas and create your own business and be able to be independently wealthy or just independently abundant in whatever way that looks for you. Voice is starting to go out. My body's been like, rest today. You have to rest. Overly blessed to have your husband winning the bread. Yeah. I love that for you, Holly. But Holly, you are also tapping into your gifts and your abilities, like with your business. And we need to get together on some tradesies because I'm excited to try your stuff. So yeah, we'll have to get together on that. And if you guys want anything, Holly makes some amazing creations with things that she forages. And you can write like a list of stuff that you have available, Holly, if you want to throw that in there, and how people can reach out to you to purchase. Gels? What? I think I've missed some comments. Maybe StreamYard's not showing them all to me. Again, shocker. I don't know. You've been lazy. Holly, you're not being lazy. You've been busy. There you go. Put it on the page tomorrow in the group. If you want to put it in the group, do that so that, yeah, people forget if you're not reminding them, which is kind of my hang up. I always forget to like post about my business. So I get it. Advertising is not yet my strong suit, but I'm working on it. I'm gonna get some stuff, some promotion stuff made up and start posting that for you guys. But you guys know where my website's at. So if you want to order anything or book with me, you guys know where to find me. But I should definitely um, make you guys more aware. Yes, Kara's been foraging. Kara's been doing a lot, creating her own ACV. So awesome. Foraging is a good way to connect with nature, to ground, and to, connecting with the land. And it's meditative. And when you're connected, when you're grounded, and you're in that meditative state and you're enjoying, like, foraging is fun. I just like walking around in nature. It's so fun. Hi, Lisa. I can't believe you're in here. Thanks for joining us. It's been a long time. Nice to see you all in here. Thank you. So, yeah, takeaway is take more time to rest, take more time to do things that you enjoy. Assign times, schedule them in your day for you to rest if you're like me and you just kind of don't adhere to any schedule or structure unless you really have to. It's a good idea to, it's self-care. They always say to work on that self-care, to always fit in that self-care. And self-care is taking a break, taking that mental break, just grounding yourself. Oh, awesome. I'm glad, Lisa. We're glad that you can join us live. The more the merrier, always. Jealous by jealous. Okay. Oh my gosh, Steph, you're so nonsensical. It's so funny. All right. Well, thank you all for joining me. It hasn't even been an hour yet, but my voice is trying to go out on me again, and my body's been telling me to rest today. So I'm going to listen to that. Make sure that you guys are also taking time out to rest. Don't pile your plate higher than you can deal with at any given time. Take it from me. I'm sure you guys have experienced it a lot too, but it is not laziness to take time or take a day or a week, even take a freaking week and rest. If you have vacation time and you don't really feel like going anywhere, take that vacation time and just stay home. Oh, awesome. Thank you, April. Retired granddaughter babysit. Oh, that's fun. Linda, I love that for you. But yes, so I want all of you guys to make sure that you are scheduling some time in this week at least to do nothing. Okay? Do nothing and don't feel guilty about it because you're not meant to be a slave. You're not meant to be overburdened constantly and stressed and all of that, because it can not only affect your life and your relationships with those around you, but it's your mental and emotional health as well. And if you're not mentally and emotionally balanced, then you're not able to tackle the world as easy. You're not able to find the solutions. You're more focused on the problems and then stressing and creating that monster. So just take that time to take a step back, to rest, to just not even think about anything at all if you can. Meditation, okay, that's the key. So get out, meditate, forage, whatever you can. It's about to be springtime soon, and I'm so excited for it. But I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow, and I will be creating the image for tomorrow's podcast and scheduling that so you guys can be up to date on what's going to happen tomorrow. And then I do take Friday and Saturday off now. So tomorrow will be our last broadcast until Sunday. Thank you, Linda. Oh, your hubs, your hubs is a Capricorn too. You get me. All right. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking around, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.